What's going on, my good people? If y'all in Dallas, Texas, and you're looking for a place to get tattoos or piercings, come holler at us at Finesse Gang Inc., man. Follow us right now on all social media websites as Finesse Gang Inc. on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat, X, formerly known as Twitter. Wherever you see us at, hit that follow button. We do black and gray tattoos as well as color tattoos. It don't matter if you're dark skin, light skin, white skin, whatever. If you want lines, tigers, birds, flowers, butterflies, portraits, cover-ups, we do it all, man. If you want your nose pierced, your ear pierced, your belly pierced, Christina's, dermals, surface piercings, whatever you want, man, we can do it. If you're 18 years or older, click the link on this video or wherever you see our link at. Go to our booking site, book your appointment right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next month, not next year. Click the link wherever you see our link at. Go on our booking site and book y'all appointment right now. What y'all waiting on? Let's get it. What up, man? Y'all are tuned in to No Lames TV. I am your host, Finesse Lucci. This is episode 32, Sensitive Society. Man, we got to talk about how sensitive society has got in this country. American citizens are sensitive as hell, man. That's why you hear a lot of these, especially these liberals. Y'all know my favorite type of these liberals, especially y'all black women. Y'all are so sensitive, man. Y'all are offended by everything. Like, everybody is offended by everything. Everything is racist. Everything is fascist. Everything is some kind of word that these people come up with, and they just keep on throwing it out there. Keep on throwing it out there. Just like the deadbeat conversation. All this kind of stuff, man. Like our country, the world period has gotten soft, but here in America, we have the softest society, the most coddled, entitled people. You know, anything, something don't go their way, they throwing fits, we protesting, we out in the streets, you know, causing problems, slowing business down. Ain't nobody worried about the money. And that's the crazy part. People are complaining about the economy, but yet y'all got time to protest, jump on TikTok and complain. All this old kind of foolishness that's going on today. Yeah, and then some of y'all are some of the most laziest activists I ever seen in my life. Like, jumping on the internet, just talking shit about Trump, or, you know what I'm saying, your baby daddy or whatever. That doesn't do anything for you. What does that do? And most of this, like I said, most of this stems from not having fathers in the household. I'm going to keep driving that point home. Because not having fathers in the household is the reason why people are so sensitive today. Like, if your daddy was around, your daddy tell you, you know what I'm saying, hey, get up, shut up. You know what I'm saying? Like, we coddle our daughters, but we still install some kind of, you know, emotional stability. You know what I'm saying? Even within the girls, our girls are so sensitive. Like, they fighting, they arguing, they going back and forth with men. You know what I'm saying? Like, the women are more bullies than the men. You got women out here beating up on men nowadays because the world is so weak now. Society is so soft, so sensitive, because we've been coddled. This Section 8 food stamps, this single mother culture, baby mama, baby daddy, all that old kind of stuff, man. That is another a big reason why we are sensitive, especially here in America, in this country. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, all this stuff stems from not having fathers in the home, because women move off their emotions and they raise their kids off emotions, and then they sending them to school, and the kids who did have a father at home or was raised around some kind of masculinity, they torturing those kids, and you know what I'm saying? Like it's we gotta have a balance. We gotta have a balance. That's why I keep trying to tell these ladies, man, that we need fathers back in the homes because we gotta have a balance. Y'all are making these kids too sensitive, boys and girls. You know what I'm saying? Like the girls, they masculine. They, you know what I'm saying? They got a little spunk in them, but they sensitive as well. That's why they quick to pop off. And then the boys, they all sweet and sour. You know what I'm saying? That's why they voting blue no matter who, running behind the LBGTQ. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have not ever had this many black men specifically so soft and so, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was only like one or two boys in the neighborhood back in the day that had a little sweet side to them. You know what I'm saying? And we knew who wasn't with what, and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But now you go into these neighborhoods, now you see a whole group of soft boys. And some of them got guns on them. They pants sagging, pants all tight. They got a extended clip hanging out the side, and they think that's masculine. They think that's masculine. These dudes running around looking sweet as hell with these guns. You know what I'm saying? These NBA YoungBoy fans. They got these skinny jeans on with a 30-round clip hanging out the side. And they think they hard. They think that's gangster. They ain't even buy no money no more. They just getting high. You know, so I remember back in the day, back in my day when we was coming up, we was about some money. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was about some money and we was about some women. These boys these days, they about their guns, they about their homeboys, and they about foolishness. Sensitive. Then they gonna blame the white man. They gonna claim it's racism. They don't like us because we black. No, we don't like you because you're ignorant. It ain't got nothing to do with race. I keep telling people this is not a race war. It's a class war. A lot of y'all are raising classless kids because y'all are coddling them. You know what I'm saying? And they sensitive. And they run around stealing. And they got guns. And they violent. Ready to pop off. Ready to fight. Because they think that's what masculinity is. They think masculinity is, you know what I'm saying, doing stuff to people. In which it is, you know, combat. But they don't want, the majority of these kids, they don't want to fight. They don't want to fight. Because they ain't have a father around to do the 1-2 with them. You know what I'm saying? Put your dukes up. They ain't had that. They ain't got uncle. They ain't got grandpa around to show them, put that gun down, son. You know what I'm saying? Put that gun down, son. Get knocked out like your father used to. See, they ain't come up on that. A lot of people hear that. A lot of these youngsters are hear that. Like, well, what are you talking about? They confused. If you know, you know. Put that gun down, son. Get knocked out like your father used to. Yeah. We need to bring bullying back. You know what I'm saying? These kids too sensitive. We need to bring... Bullying is cool. Bullying is okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I don't condone and people just walking around just bullying people, but at some point in time, like, bullying does play a good role in, you know, childhood. You learn how to defend yourself. You learn how to handle controversy. You know what I'm saying? Builds character. That's why we about to get into these topics right here about building character. People whining about being bullied because these single mothers raising softies. You know what I'm saying? But y'all like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. Let me know how y'all feel about these topics. We about to get into it. I got a good story for y'all to start out with. This lady on TikTok.
An affair, a TikTok star, and a $1.75 million verdict that nearly ended with a fight outside the Durham County Courthouse. That was not the fight. That was the joy inside the courtroom. We're talking about the case of North Carolina TikToker Brene Montague. She was sued by her now husband's ex-wife. Tonight, a jury found Montague liable for destroying the couple's marriage. WR's Eric Miller was in court and has the story.
That's the sound of a $1.75 million cheer, coming just moments after court was adjourned. Akira Montague embraced her attorney, Robinetta Jones, as dozens of supporters yelled from the sidelines.
She has received justice from losing her husband and the father of her children.
Akira Montague's lawsuit, filed in Durham County Court, accuses Brene Montague, an influencer with nearly 3 million followers on TikTok, of seducing and having an affair with her then-husband, Tim. That affair then turning to marriage when Brene and Tim wed. In the suit, Akira Montague claimed Brene used her online influence as a weapon. The affair also caused damage to her health and deprived her kids of a two-parent household.
So y'all out here falling for women just because they got some followers? I stay away from the fine women. You know what I'm saying? I really don't even pay attention too much to the fine women who got followers. But you went after this beanbag because she got some followers? But $1.75 million. Y'all making that much money on TikTok? Is that? Cause I'm confused because I see people saying that they making money on TikTok, but then I see other people saying that they lying, that they not really making no money. So can she actually pay this $1.75 million? That's what I'm at. Like, I'm trying to understand it, because even when you sue somebody, even though the verdict goes your way, if they can't pay it, it really doesn't matter. I don't even think they get locked up or anything, because of this dude out here in my city, this dude named Yella Beezy, he got sued by a dude named Rainwater for a lot of money, and he ended up winning the thing, and then Yella Beezy was laughing about it because he felt like, you know what I'm saying, he wasn't going to get nothing. So I'm wondering, how does this work? I don't know how the suing game work. I don't really, you know what I'm saying, dib and dab in the court system like that, especially not this side of it. You know, I know a little bit about the criminal side, but I don't know anything about this money thing, and I don't know. Let's get some more information.
And it was nothing but lies.
Brene Montague, who represented herself in court, slammed the verdict, saying Akira Montague knew her marriage was over and allowed the affair.
Look at this lady.
She gave her consent.
Look how big this lady is. Them some big ass titty. That's what I'm saying about bullying. Like, that's what I'm saying. If these people were bullied as kids, they wouldn't be this big. You know what I'm saying? Like, back in the day, we used to talk about big people. Now it's like big people is put to the forefront, and it's just like, this is normal now. It's normal for this woman to be bigger than a man. Lord Jesus Christ. She took somebody's husband? What does the world come to, man?
Saying Akira Montague knew her marriage was over and allowed the affair.
She gave her consent. She said it was okay because she knew her marriage was over with and it was done.
But the jury didn't agree, awarding Akira Montague the $1.75 million after more than 700 pieces of evidence were presented in court, including some of Brene's own TikToks and texts.
That says that my client was telling the truth.
The case hinged on two rarely used laws, including alienation of affection.
It can be very hard to prove, and the reason is because it's hard to find a point in a relationship.
You know what baffles me about this? I'm sorry to cut him off, but you know what baffles me about this is the fact that black women talk about white people so bad. Like, y'all hate white people, y'all hate the court system, y'all hate these people, but y'all are quick to run to the white man and put him in y'all business. Quick! Y'all go to the white man on your kid's father, you know what I'm saying, your husband, you oh my God, bro, it's crazy.
Where the relationship necessarily started to go bad.
But in these videos and in the court testimony, the jury found that point, leaving Brene Montague with a hefty bill and no answer on how she'll pay.
I don't know, but she'll probably never see it.
Yeah, so y'all home wreckers that want to jump online talking about taking people man and, you know what I'm saying, fighting and arguing with other women and stuff like that, y'all could be losing money. You can get sued for messing with another woman's husband. And I know a lot of women out here that's doing it too. I know a lot of women that's out here messing with another woman's husband. There's a lot of that going on. And that's why I said we need to bring shame back. We need to bring bullying back. Because y'all are sensitive about the wrong stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all be so sensitive about racism and all this whole kind of stuff. But y'all not sensitive about the stuff that's going on right there in the community. All this cheating and breaking up homes. This single motherhood. Y'all messing up these kids in the long run. I don't even really care about the adults. I care about these children. Because they are the future. The children are the future. And so I believe that she did deserve the money. I believe she did deserve the money, and we need to go back. We need more of that. We need more consequences for people breaking up happy homes. For people breaking up their homes, like their families, period, in general. Not even just the cheating part, just in general. Women need to be held accountable for breaking up homes. We always like to talk about the men breaking up the home, but we never talk about these ladies that break up the homes on purpose, and then they raise these kids to be softies. They raise these kids to be sensitive, especially our boys, man. Our boys are, man, it's really sad to see how our black boys are today. It's really sad to see how sensitive and how, you know, like a lot of them got sugar in their tank, man. Like I said, when you go to the neighborhood nowadays, you see a lot of these boys, they twisting, they popping their lips, and man, it's crazy out here. And they calling it gangster. That's the crazy part. You know how we used to be out there on the block, you know what I'm saying? We out there thugging. You know, we still masculine, though. We still, you know what I'm saying? We gonna fight. We gonna do all that. These boys these days, soft. SOF capital T. Soft. They don't want to fight. They not riding bikes. They not getting dirty. They got skinny jeans on with extendo clip. They got white forces on. White shoes. We ain't wear white shoes like that back in the day. Them damn sure wasn't no play shoes to just go outside in. These dudes got skinny jeans and white forces on. Soft. Don't want to get dirty. Pretty boys. Quick to pick up a gun and terrorize the neighborhood. Because they being raised like this, man.
Richmond mother says her 9-year-old son came home from school crying, saying the person that he trusted the most in class is the one who hurt him.
KPRC 2 News reporter Ricky Munoz has the story that's now sparked an investigation.
Shai Jones says that her son has been bullied for months. When Chance went up to his teacher and asked for help, he says that she made him feel smaller than ever.
I was arguing with the little boy and he was calling me gay, so I went to go tell the teacher, and she was like saying that, well, the reason why people are calling you gay is because of this. And I really got sad and angry, and I went in the corner, I started crying. She said, do you know why I said that? I'm like, no. And she was like, the reason why I said that is because you walk this way and you being silly.
Chance is 9 years old. His mom says for weeks,
Mama cute though.
Other students mocked how he walks and talks. She says each time she asked for help, nothing changed.
He held his composure all through school, but the moment he got inside of the house and closed the door, he just broke down. The administration just...
Soft. SOF capital T. Although this woman is a beautiful woman, she is beautiful. Man. You know, I'm thinking about being stepdaddy. I toughen them up. Come here, little nigga. Put your dukes up. Get knocked out like your father used to, man. He's soft. These kids are soft, man. That's why these women don't need to be raised, especially boys. The girls too, see, it affects the girls too. But we talking about the boys right now. These boys are growing up in these single mother households. They don't have no kind of masculinity. They emotionally unstable. This dude said he went, and this is a 9-year-old little boy, say he went to the corner and cried because somebody called him gay. Somebody called him gay. They told him he's sweet. They say his voice soft. They say he walk with a twist. He went and cried in the corner because mama still got the titty in his mouth. She put her titty in my mouth.
Told me that they would investigate it. The teacher on the other hand just told me, and kind of like in a condescending way, like I already talked to Chance. I already apologized to him.
How do you feel when they tell you that?
I felt dismissed. I felt like it was them trying to get time to think about what to do next.
Jones says instead of focusing on the bullying, the school wrote her son up for pushing a classmate who teased him. She posted a video describing what happened and with
look, soft. Put him in front of a camera. Look at her. Y'all messing these kids up, man. Y'all are messing these kids up. Women, ladies, we need fathers back in these households with these boys and girls. Because the girls grow up like this. She probably grew up without a father. You know what I'm saying? That's why her kids' father not around. Because she don't know how to cohabitate with a man. That's what happens with girls don't have a father. They don't know how to cohabitate with men. And then when boys don't have a father, they grow up with women like this, raising them, and they soft. Crying in the corner.
What happened, and within hours, thousands were asking the same question. How does this happen inside the classroom? Lamar Consolidated ISD tells KPRC2 the district is investigating and saying, quote, our campuses are expected to be safe, supported environments where every student is treated with dignity and respect. Dr. Ashwani Tewari, Department Chair of Urban Education at the University of Houston Downtown, says Texas law already lays out what should happen when a child reports bullying and where parents should turn when it doesn't.
If a 9-year-old is complaining about it, then we have to listen to that 9-year-old. There's a long line of research that if that happens in formative year, that will have impact when the student goes in high school and in college. Those students tend to be, more depressed, suicidal in long run.
The district says they're doing a
soft, sensitive society. That's what we live in. This is a sensitive society. They raising soft boys.
A full investigation. Shai says that accountability means action, not apology. Now we have the full story on our website on click2houston.com. In Rosenberg, I'm Ricky Munoz, KPRC2 News.
We need fathers back in the household, man. I'm going to say that until I die. We need fathers back in these households to raise these girls and these boys. Because like I said, when girls grow up without a father in the home, they don't know how to cohabitate with a man. They don't respect men. That's why you see a lot of these women out here talking crazy, reckless. That's why they kids don't have a father at home, because they'll run that man off, running their mouth, because they haven't been raised to be a wife and a mother. The women are more masculine than the men. That's why they think they can raise boys, not knowing that the masculinity that they possess is not true masculinity. True masculinity, you're able to control your emotions. And when boys grow up without fathers in the home, they soft. They emotionally unstable. They either gay or they ready to pop off at any time with a gun. They don't want to fight. These dudes raised without fathers, without masculine men around, they don't want to fight. That's why it's so much crime and so much killing and shooting going on. They run around with skinny jeans with white forces on and an extended clip. They not trying to do no fighting. These young dudes, 17, 18, 19 years old, they will tell you they not doing no fighting. That's why I stay away from these youngsters. Y'all dudes out here going to the NBA Youngboy concert, and all that old kind of stuff, man. We not getting involved in that. I stay out these young dudes' way. They emotionally unstable and they got guns. And that's why they in the school crying, talking about somebody bullying them, because they twisting their lips and popping their tongue and twisting their hips and, you know what I'm saying, all that old kind of stuff. And then y'all want to come to the school and get mad because somebody called him out. That's a boy. He not supposed to be carrying himself like that. Boys are not supposed to be carrying themselves like that. And it ain't nothing wrong with somebody calling that out. We need to call that out. We need to bring back shame. Shaming and bullying builds character. It does. And this is why I say we need fathers back in the home.
Yesterday, Levi came home and told me that the two boys that has been bullying him for the last 2 weeks bumped it up a notch and stepped on his shoe and poured milk on his face. As you have probably already guessed, I'm very livid. Levi said that when they did that, he got up and he punched the boy in the face that poured milk on his face. I don't see a problem with that because these kids have been torturing him the last couple of weeks and they go out of their way to bother him because they don't sit at the same lunch table. They don't even sit on the same side of the room. So you're going out of your way to pick on my son. So after Levi punched him in the face, of course, the little boy went and cried wolf to the principal. And so the principal, just believing the other child, not bringing all of the boys together, trying to figure out why this escalated, why did Levi punch him in the face? She tells Levi, like, bullying is not okay, which is not. However, he is just finally reacting because he's fed up because these boys have been bullying him. They've been.
It's just hard to believe that. It's hard to believe that because you said that they poured milk on his face. Granted. But they go to the office after the boy gets punched on him. Do the principal see that he got milk on him? And if she gets on your boy about bullying, the bullying must have never been reported. It must have been reported on the other end. And this is why I say we need fathers back in the household, because these women, they just go along with whatever the kids say and they put their own stories together to fit their narrative, and they're going to take the kids' side every time. They're not going to come to a logical, you know what I'm saying, thinking process and actually process everything that's been said and everything that's been done. Because if your son has been bullied, you should have already contacted the school. You should already have this documented if he was being bullied. But if the school is saying that he's the bully, then that means the other person must have documented, or he must have some kind of background as to where they would think that he was a bully. But maybe I'm wrong. Let's get some more information.
Choking him on the playground whenever they're playing soccer because they don't want him to make a goal. They've been punching him in the stomach. There's just too many things. Y'all said y'all had this under control. It's still happening. And then you want to talk to my son about why he punched somebody in the face when he's been taking this to the chin all these other times. I'm not feeling it. So, y'all.
I'm wondering what school this is. I'm wondering where does she live? What is the dynamics of this neighborhood, this environment she got him in?
Today I tried to contact the school immediately when he told me that everybody was gone. So today it's going to start a little messy because I'm getting on the phone. I want to speak to the principal and I want to speak to the superintendent of Jinx. And I want to see what we can do to get these students removed from his lunch and from his recess time.
So they're gonna remove multiple students because your child had a conflict. This is what I'm saying. This is the sensitive society. This is the entitlement. You think they're gonna pull multiple children out of the school just to make your one child comfortable? No, they need to learn how to get along, and he needs to learn how to, protect himself as well as, de-escalate conflicts. You can't run from your problems. And that's what y'all are teaching y'all children. Y'all teaching y'all kids, especially these boys, to run from their problems. And that's not manly. That's not masculine. That's not what boys do.
Had enough. And if it continues, I like to press charges.
Oh, man.
Very much like Akira. I like
run
to press
to the
charges.
white man.
So if it doesn't stop, and if we don't get to some kind of conclusion, these parents are about to pay. Because you're not going to have my son in depression or in suicidal thoughts or anything like that. I don't condone bullying. I don't allow my kids to bully. So everybody else need to be teaching their kids not to bully as well. I'm livid, actually.
Where is the father? That's my question. Where is the father? These kids need fathers in the home. Y'all are raising these boys to be soft, man. And a lot of you ladies, y'all complain about these dudes these days and how these dudes are, and y'all claim that the dudes acting like women and stuff like that. You gotta blame these mothers. You gotta blame these mothers that's breaking up the homes. You know what I'm saying? Which sometimes it is on the father too. But a lot of times, majority of the time these days, it's on the women. The women are running these fathers off. They keeping them away from their kids. And, this is how they turning out. Soft. Emotionally unstable. Ready to fight. Ready to shoot somebody. Ready to get it popping. Screaming about racism. Blaming everything on racism. No accountability. That's why we got a lot of boys and girls growing up to be men and women that don't take no accountability for their actions. Not one time did that woman mention the father. I'm telling y'all, man, this is why these kids are so messed up. And I'm not trying to bash you ladies. I'm not trying to, talk about single mothers or nothing like that. I'm just saying that these kids need fathers in the home. Not no weekend daddy. Not no every other day daddy. They need to see their father every day. They need to be able to come home from school and talk to their father about being bullied and stuff like that. So their fathers can tell them how to handle that in a manly way. Or even try to teach the girls how to control their emotions. Not go to school and don't let nobody put their hands on you. No, that's not the way. That's not what you're supposed to be teaching your children. Like, y'all basically raising bullies. And then y'all get mad when the school call you and tell you that your child is the bully. Because that is bullying. You run around with this attitude and don't put your hands on me and you can't say nothing to me, and that's bullying. That's another form of bullying. Not following directions. Don't want to listen to these teachers. Man, I'm hearing a lot of teachers are quitting. A lot of teachers are quitting. They need days off. They need mental health. They saying that y'all kids are horrible. Unteachable. That's what they saying. It's crazy out here, man. Y'all raising soft, sensitive kids, and then they got these phones and they on the internet all day in their feelings.
Y'all, Twitter is such a miserable ass app, okay? I used to love Twitter. No, I hate Twitter. Twitter gives people a comfortability that they would never have in real life. So I am currently going viral on Twitter because I quoted Bad Baby post just saying that she is T. There are people calling me a black coon, saying that I'm insecure, that dark-skinned girls are always looking at other races for inspiration. People are literally going to my other posts trying to get references that I'm ignorant and I'm unintelligent and stuff like that. And it's just so crazy because it's always literally people that have no right to speak to me at all. People that would never even be in a room, better yet, should be on this fucking planet with me. And it's just so crazy because it's literally bullying. It's loser, broke, bum-ass bitches telling another loser, broke, bum-ass bitch, hey, yeah, let's bully this person. But when there's said people, a certain group of people that has an opinion on something, everybody just follows along with it, even if it's incorrect. Y'all are fucking weird.
So it's cool for you to call people loser, broke, bums, or whatever she said. It's cool for you to call them that, but it's not cool for them to call you names. This is what I'm saying. This is the sensitive society, and Twitter is not for the weak. You know what I'm saying? Twitter, they don't hold back nothing. I like Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Because Twitter brings back shame. Twitter brings back free speech. They let you do what you want to do and say what you want to say on Twitter. I like it. And if you sensitive, you should not be on Twitter. A lot of y'all need to put the phones down. That's what's going on. A lot of y'all need to put the phones down, step away from the computers, because you will be judged. You will be judged on account of how you present yourself and how you talk. I get judged every day. I understand as a content creator, I am going to be judged by the things that I say, by the way that I look. By jumping in front of this camera, I have made myself a target. You sitting here with your yaki in your head and your makeup and your lashes and all this whole kind of stuff, and y'all don't want nothing but compliments. Y'all don't want nobody to tell you you look trash. You know what I'm saying? You look like... We ain't gonna get into that.
And people cannot handle the backlash they get whenever they tell insensitive jokes. No. Every time we say something, it's gonna get a reaction. Every time you... All actions have consequences. If I say something controversial, or if you say anything controversial, you should expect some pushback from it, especially if it sounds mean. Like, flat out mean. I know when I be sounding mean. I know it. So you can't not know that shit. You made a post about a nigga having coupons at McDonald's and you cut him off. Who even jokes about that and laughs about it? Coupons are cool. You don't like saving money? See, shit like that be... What are you talking about? What are you talking about here? It'd be so weird.
This is what I'm saying. The sensitive society, y'all need to put the phones down, get off the internet, because if you don't like, why are you even sharing that information? If you don't want nobody to comment, if you don't want nobody to say nothing about what you posting or what you saying or what you believe in, why are you even posting it? Why are you on the internet? Y'all need to get off these phones. Y'all sensitive. Mother-raised people. I don't know if she had a father or not, but like I said, a lot of this stuff stems from not having a father at home. They emotionally unstable. They looking for the beef. They looking for something to be offended about. Black women specifically, offended by everything and ashamed of nothing. They not ashamed of the way that they living. They just don't want you to talk about it. That's the craziest part about all of this. They don't want you to talk about the way that they living. But they gonna show you their life. They want the attention. They want the likes. They want the views. But all they want is to be coddled. All they want is to be told that they're beautiful and they're pretty and they're cute. And they got a big butt. And y'all messing these kids up, man.
I don't give a fuck if I don't have a car. I don't care if I'm not at the same level that the next motherfucker is at. Bitch, this is my motherfucking path and I'm gonna go at my own fucking pace, bitch. I can't stand people that think that just because you don't got half of the shit that they got that they better than you. Bitch, you not better than no fucking body with your funky ass, ho. Your soul is ugly as shit. I don't give a fuck if I had a penny in my pocket, bitch. I'd still call you broke with my whole fucking chest, and I would not give a fuck. That shit is weird. Like, people will literally strive off of talking shit about other people just to make themselves feel better. Like, oh yeah, this person don't got shit like I got. Oh, so I'm better than them. No, the fuck you're not, bitch. Whack ass hoe, lame ass bitch. Fuck out of here.
You know what I'm talking about? Offended by everything, ashamed of nothing. They can call you they can call you everything but the child of God. All kind of B's and H's and you broke and you this and you that. But the minute you call them out on the way that they living, it's a problem. You racist, you a bully, you some kind of word. This is what they learned from the liberals and the Democratic Party. That's why you hear all these fascism and all these words you never heard a black woman saying. I have never heard a black woman say these words that they are saying today. Coming up, growing up. They don't know nothing about no fascism, none of that foolishness that they talking about. In my 30 plus years living on this earth, I have never heard a woman say that. She's broke. She don't have a car. She says she don't care if she don't got no car. She don't got nowhere to stay. She don't got this. She don't got that. And she not ashamed of none of that. But she offended by you saying something about it. That's crazy, man. It's crazy the way that these ladies out here living. It's crazy the way that they all out here living. And it's crazy that y'all don't want nobody to tell y'all that y'all are living foul. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to bring back shame. We need to bring back shame, especially in the black community. Black women are offended by everything and ashamed of nothing. They not ashamed of being on food stamps. They not ashamed of having kids by multiple men. They not ashamed to be out here wearing bonnets, wigs, and weaves and stupid eyelashes and spending their money with the Koreans and all this old kind of stuff, taking money out of the black community, out of their house. Getting rid of their kids' father just so they can do that kind of stuff. Because they don't want the kid's father to tell them nothing. Majority of the time, that is why kids today are not growing up with fathers in the home. Because women don't want to be told nothing. They are offended by everything and ashamed of nothing in the black community. And that's why our kids are growing up the way that they're growing up, man. That's why our kids are so soft. Like I said, bullying and shame, it builds character. It does. Is it a bad thing? Yes. But can there be good things that come out of bad things? This just like when they say about bad people, Hitler and stuff like that. Y'all didn't understand Kanye West when he was saying that. It's some good things that came out of the dude being a bad person. Pressure makes diamonds. You know what I'm saying? Pressure makes diamonds. It's okay to be bullied. But show the bully why you shouldn't be bullied. Show the bully that you can stand in the paint and hold your own. You got to prove yourself. Don't nobody want to be challenged. That's the thing. It's so sensitive. Everybody's so soft. Don't nobody want to challenge. Everybody just want to jump the line. That's why y'all want to live. Y'all comfortable living on Section 8 and food stamps and stuff like that because it doesn't challenge you. There's nothing challenging about going to beg somebody for something. But getting up every day, grinding, going to work, opening a business, really out here trying to live the American dream, that's challenging. And that's why I say, man, we need bullying and we need shame.
This is a slightly crazy take, but does anyone else think that being bullied as a child was low-key kind of core to their character development? Obviously not saying it's essential. Bullying is terrible. I would highly not recommend you do that to any person. But on the other side of that, as a 30-year-old woman, looking back at my 6th grade-year-old self, I think it helped me, one, realize the importance of acceptance and not leaving people out. I am hyper aware to things like feeling left out and making sure that I don't put that onto other people and that people feel accepted around me. I also am always the friend now that is like, oh, come on, come off. I'm hosting something. Please join. Like, there's no, oh, you can't come. You can't sit with us energy. It's just like not me, because I know how bad that can hurt. The second is, I think it made me rely on my personality a lot more. And I think that's where I developed the personality that I have now. My friends that know me know I'm a little goofy, so I like let things roll off easily. I also am, I think, pretty kind. And I think when you are someone that has experienced bullying, you have to, subconsciously figure out, okay, how am I going to navigate this space, relying on your personality.
See, that's why I say it's a good thing. It can be a good thing. Bullying and shame builds character. You learn how to treat people. You learn how, you want to be treated. It's okay to experience it. It's not okay to just, run around bullying people. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, it's okay to be bullied, to experience bullying, because you learn how to appreciate people, and you learn how to, get people to appreciate you. Exactly what this woman is saying right now. She's 100% spot on. This is exactly what I was talking about.
Personality is probably the biggest thing you can do, and like developing your personality aside from just like what you look like or how cool you are, I think that was essential. I also think it made me lean into my academics more, because I realized that, okay, if I do my homework and I can help people with their work, then they tend to like you a little bit if you can help them and offer them something, which is like crazy. And obviously didn't intentionally say, oh, let me be smart so people can help me. But I do think that,
yeah, bullying can be inspirational. It can be motivational. Like when we used to be out on the block, the hood and stuff like that, ragging on each other. That made us want to get up and go get a new pair of shoes. That made us want to get up and go buy us a fresh white tee from the store. Get clean, and that built character. Even on the football field, when your coach hollered at you, scream at you and tell you, you're messing up. Like, that's a form of bullying too. Bullying isn't coaching. Bullying is part of life, man. It's part of life. And that's why we got so many sensitive people today, because we soft. We soft, man. We've been raised by soft people in a soft society.
it just made me focus on my academics so that I could, you might have something to say about me, but this test score will be decent and you might need help with tutoring. I don't know. So I don't know if anyone else feels that way. Obviously, again, do not condone bullying, but I think for me, it actually made me into who I am now in a very weird way. So curious if anyone else feels the same.
Yeah, I think being bullied makes people a better person. Like, experiencing it. Like I said, you don't have to just go through life just being bullied or being a bully or nothing like that. That's not what I'm saying. Like, being bullied is just experiencing. Even being a bully is experiencing as well. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about it out. Being a bully or even being bullied builds character. I say it makes you a better person as long as you experience it. Like I said, you don't have to go through life being a bully or letting people bully you. But when you experience it, you learn how to deal with controversy. You learn how to deal with, people not liking you and stuff like that. And that's okay, because that's why you see so many sensitive people now. Everybody screaming about racism and, as soon as something go down, they want to come up with some word to make it. Nah, man. This sensitive society that we are living in today, it is ruining our girls, ruining our boys. These girls growing up, they so sensitive and they ready to fight. They ready to argue. They don't know how to, cohabitate with a man because they so sensitive to everything that men say. They scared of men with microphones. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I first bought this microphone, woman looked at me crazy. They don't want you to say nothing about what they got going on. Because we've been raised in a sensitive society. The boys are even sensitive, man. That's why so many of these LGBTQ boys running around and, you know what I'm saying? Because ain't no shame. They not being taught masculinity. Ain't no fathers around. They ain't being taught 1-2s. You know what I'm saying? They ain't being taught to defend themselves and not get in their feelings. Sticks and stones may hurt my bones. I ain't heard that in a long time. I ain't heard sticks and stones may hurt my bones, but words would never hurt me. That's what we grew up on. These kids these days not growing up on that. And that's why it's so sensitive, man. That's why everybody's so sensitive. That's why everybody, you know what I'm saying, tripping about Trump and the Republicans and food stamps and welfare and all this old kind of stuff that has made us soft. Them safety nets have made y'all soft. Y'all messing up the youth, man. But keep doing what y'all doing. I'm going to keep reporting on it. Y'all like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. Let me know how y'all feel about this topic. Hit the link in the description. You want tattoos or piercings, you in Dallas, Texas, holla at your boy. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Don't be a lame like these women out here raising these kids by themselves, girls and boys. Got them emotionally unstable, running around the neighborhood, committing crimes, bringing the property value down there where they go, man. It's insane. What's going on, my good people? If y'all in Dallas, Texas, and you're looking for a place to get tattoos or piercings, come holler at us at Finesse Gang Inc., man. Follow us right now on all social media websites as Finesse Gang Inc. on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat, X, formerly known as Twitter. Wherever you see us at, hit that follow button. We do black and gray tattoos as well as color tattoos. It don't matter if you're dark skin, light skin, white skin, whatever. If you want lines, tigers, birds, flowers, butterflies, portraits, cover-ups, we do it all, man. If you want your nose pierced, your ear pierced, your belly pierced, Christina's, dermals, surface piercings, whatever you want, man, we can do it. If you're 18 years or older, click the link on this video or wherever you see our link at. Go to our booking site, book your appointment right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next month, not next year. Click the link wherever you see our link at. Go on our booking site and book y'all appointment right now. What y'all waiting on? Let's get it.